Let's look at another variation of the matrix. It's called an underhook matrix. So on the last technique, it required me going for the footlock, and then a response from Carl was to turn his knee down. Okay, so we were here. Again, some of you are struggling with the stand-up one on this. So when I'm here, he pulls his elbow back. That means I'm going to the X-guard golf balance. So foot comes in, switch the grips. You gotta really, if his legs are closer together, I'll use that hook to push out, tilt my knee down. What gets his hands on the mat is the shrimp from my left hip to my right hip as I pull on the collar and push with my foot. It's not overly important to get his knee to the mat, but if I stay here talking for 5 minutes, Carl's gonna get tired. So it's more efficient for Carl to actually drop his knee to the mat than he's using this. Does that make sense? So from there, we looked at this grip. I'm going for the footlock. Carl turns his knee down. But maybe I want to go for the matrix straight away. Maybe I'm totally useless at leg locks. So another way into this is called an underhook matrix. Okay. So watch from our position. We're here. He pulls his elbow back. That means I'm going to X-guard. I make the grip. Instead of grabbing the back of the pants, I'm going to underhook his leg and grab the pants. Okay? So the first grip was over the top. Second one, the underhook, is just an underhook. And now I come through. Now watch what happens when I do my movement. So from this position, as I turn on my left side and bring my knee in, now when I do the shrimp, because I have that underhook, Charles' knees are already turned down. Does that make sense? So now I can go for the matrix. I don't have to go for the footlock. So again, from there, I'm just going to chop in the matrix first. Some of you were getting a little bit, what was happening was you were here, then the guy jumped back up again, and then you were trying to hit the matrix from here. Not impossible, but it's going to be a lot easier to do it from this position because I've got his knee down. If Carl tries to turn his knee up, I'm just lifting my underhook. My underhook and lifting my elbow turns his knee down. Does that make sense? And now from there, I can just chop in the matrix, and I'm looking for that belt grip. As Carl jumps up to his feet, we end up here. Once I have that, okay, Carl tries to turn to face me, I'm good as long as my knee's pointing to the side. If my knee's pointing up, I'm not going to do it, but if my knee's pointing up, that's a lot of pressure on your knee. And I'm kicking him in the thigh with this leg. So how do we get to the crab ride from here? I actually release the underhook, tilt the base till my elbow, and move my hip back and make an X on the leg that's closest to me. As I pull it towards me, I keep my right hook in, left comes behind, grab the belt, kick him forward with the underhook, because I'm taking him to my right, and that's the choking side. That's the hook that comes in first, opening up the collar, and we're already into the choke. So from our position, Carl pulls the elbow back, I make the hook, okay? Only this time, instead of grabbing the pants on the outside, I'm going to go for an underhook matrix. So when I make that grip, and then I turn on to my left side, and I pull him down, watch Carl's knee. It's pointing to the mat. Does that make sense? So now I just let go, and I just chop that in. If he stays on his knees, we're back up into the first pathway, which we did in the last move, but a lot of good players will stand up, and when they do, I'm already making that grip. Does that make sense? So now from here, how do we get into the crab ride? I actually release the underhook and move my hip back and make an X on one of his legs. As I pull him towards me, second hook comes in, grab the belt with two hands, kick him forward, win the underhook, hook comes in, pressure. Go again. So it's the same move, only you're keeping him turned away from you. Now the same thing applies. You get people that will adamant in turning into you. So what are we going to do then? You go to ankle lock. You go back to the ankle lock. If he's adamant, he wants to turn to face you. How does he defend the matrix? He wants to turn to face you. So let's look at that scenario. So we're here. Okay, Carl pulls the elbow back. I make the hook. I'm going for the underhook matrix. I turn this in and I'm here. Okay, I've got him down to the knee. Watch, from this position, as I go to chop this in, Carl's turning his knee out. The minute he does, we're back into the ankle lock again. And now, it's back So the response is he can defend the matrix by turning his knee, or he can turn his knee down to defend the ankle lock. Matrix is there. He defends the matrix by turning it back up. We're back into ankle lock. So one feeds the other. Does that make sense? One more time on that. When you get good at this, you don't even know where you're going. His Car's response dictates where I'm going. So, taking it from week 1, I'm playing seated guard. Car's posturing. I can't get collar and sleeve, but I can easily snag that first sleeve. Now I fall back into my foot on my back. Car's posturing. I throw in the shallow lasso. So if he tries to put weight on me, he can't. That keeps him back. Now for the pass, which will be this side, he has to make a grip. And when he does, I'm defending. Then I find the collar, and we're back into collar and sleeve. Shins on the inside. I'm looking for omoplata, all the stuff. Triangle. Charles savvy to that. He keeps his elbow back. So now we're going down a different pathway. We make the hook. This time I switch to the underhook matrix grip. I pull my knee in on my left hip. That shrimp gets his hands on the mat. His knee's up, so I'm looking for the footlock. He turns his knee down, matrix, he stands up, he grabs the belt. I'm now from this position. If I want the crab ride, I need to come up on my elbow, move my hip back, make an X, foot comes in, take him over, underhook, and I'm on the back. Okay, let's drill that, guys. It's the same stuff. Yeah?